Alright guys, today we're going to be doing a tail light bulb replacement or check on this one. This is a 94 Silverado. This is going to cover a ton of Silverados, all the way mid 80s, early 2000s, maybe 99, maybe even the newer 2000s might have it like this, but a ton of Silverados are like this. These lights are super common to just go bad, period. They've got a shitty electrical connection under there, so I'm going to take it out and try to explain it to you as we go. This one I believe already has an aftermarket one, and I'll give you little pointers and tippers on this one too. So here we go. Alright, so while we're doing this tail light, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Hopefully you're staying tuned this whole time, and I'll see you guys. Let's get back on this one. Alright, tools you're going to need so far: Phillips head screwdriver. Alright, so here's the two screws for mine. So this bottom one comes out. This top one right here comes out. Alright, so now we're going to take the bulb off. This bezel off. And you got to be careful. There's a little clip. There we go. When you take this off, it's got these little like L brackets so that it hooks right here. And that's what holds the light. So don't just wrench on it, wiggle it out, finesse it out, I should say. So now that you have this out, you can take this electrical connection off. Remember where the wires are. So like it's 1, 2, 3, empty, and then 1. It's got to go back in the same order. Because on these aftermarket lights or circuit boards, you can, this will plug in this way or it'll plug in this way. It'll go in either way. So just make sure you have this plugged in the right way when you put it back together. To get this back panel off, I believe it's just a screwdriver without a little nut driver without a bit in it. Takes them right off. Oh, actually this one's got two different, so depending on what you got, what your application is, shouldn't be like that though. But this comes off. Make sure your seal is good when you put it back together as well. So the problem with these, with this system or setup, is the circuit board in here goes bad a lot. It corrodes out and then one of your lights just stop working. You could replace the bulb, the shit doesn't work. Flip it around, doesn't work. This circuit board goes bad. So I'd say if you have a stock one of these, in any of them that should have one, if it's stock, it's more than likely bad or going to be bad. That's just the way they are. So now, say we replace these bulbs, they just pop right in and out, and there are 3157s in these, so 3157 in all of them, or at least all mine are. We're going to go ahead and put this back in. Make sure it lays down flat, nice and flush, okay? You don't want that seal in there to be bad or anything. You're going to get moisture in there, water in there, and that's going to corrode the connections even faster. So let's go ahead and put these screws back in. Oop, see, that one wasn't flush. That's what happens. Just makes the screws go everywhere. Who likes that? Alright, I'm going to put my mismatched screws back in here. neighbors laugh at me for doing these videos. It's kind of embarrassing, but I sit there and laugh at them too. Alright. Got that one in, okay. So we're nice and sealed up right here. You never want to over tighten these. Nice and snug is where you want to go. You're going to break this, you're going to have to replace it. So nice and snug on everything. Don't over wrench shit. I used to do that a lot. Break a bunch of shit. Much worse. Okay, now that we're putting it back on, make sure that your connection's right, that you have all your metal tabs are going to be touching metal tabs inside the tail light too. If you still have the lock, there's going to be a lock that goes through here, or if you have a spare zip tie, a little zip tie, you could just loop a zip tie through there. I don't have one, and it doesn't seem to be the biggest deal. So like I said, remember that these are little L shapes. So when you put it in, you're going to hook it in a little bit. Like so. I'm going to come back over and put the screws back in. And same thing with these. When you put the screws in, German torque specs, tight. You don't need to over torque anything. These are all plastic. These are little metal clips actually, but they're connected to plastic. All this stuff breaks really easy. It is a Chevy. You really don't need tail lights in a Chevy, but well, at least I don't. That's it. Hopefully this will help you out and save you a couple bucks, something like that. Give you some pointers, tips, and tricks with that the circuit board stuff. But remember to like, subscribe, share. Make sure you ask a question below, or if you have one of these vehicles and you want to see something else on it, go ahead and ask away. Stay tuned for these two. I'm going to have like fuel filters. I'm going to do a fuel injection cleaning kit on this. Actually take the injectors out, rebuild the TBI on it. So I'm going to be doing that. LED interior lights conversion, LED headlights, high beam and low beam with the clear. Oh no, I'm not doing clear. I'm sticking with the factory lights. So a lot coming up. Remember to stay tuned, like, subscribe, share, comment. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for checking out Scotty's Hobbies.